Have you ever wondered how China, once a struggling nation, has become one of the world's leading economic powerhouses? A question that may baffle many, but the answer lies in a story of transformation, strategy, and resilience. Today, China stands as the globe's second-largest economy by nominal gross domestic product, or GDP, and the world's largest by purchasing power parity. It's a juggernaut that has been growing at an average rate of almost 10% per year since initiating its economic reforms in the late 70s. This phenomenal growth has led to an unprecedented reduction in poverty and an impressive rise in living standards for hundreds of millions of Chinese citizens. Yet, this was not always the case. Less than 50 years ago, China was a picture of economic despair, with its citizens grappling with poverty, its industries largely inefficient, and its international trade negligible. The transformation from an impoverished nation to a global economic powerhouse has been nothing short of dramatic. So, what sparked this remarkable transition? The answer is a blend of strategic economic reforms, a focus on manufacturing and exports, and a relentless drive for infrastructure development. But the journey wasn't without its challenges. From overcoming initial economic hurdles to navigating the complexities of rapid development, China's economic rise has been a path marked by both triumphs and tribulations. As we delve into this intriguing narrative, we'll explore the key events, policies, and leaders that shaped China's economic destiny. We'll uncover the strategies that fueled its rapid development, the challenges it encountered along the way, and the factors that continue to shape its economic landscape today. So, are you ready to embark on a journey through time, tracing the dramatic narrative of a nation's economic metamorphosis? Are you prepared to unravel the enigma of China's economic rise, a phenomenon that has changed the face of the global economic landscape forever? Dive with us into the fascinating journey of China's economic rise. To understand the present, we must travel to the past. China's economic journey begins in the late 1940s. In the wake of a turbulent civil war, the People's Republic of China was born. The new regime, led by Chairman Mao Zedong, embarked on a path of radical change, shaping an economy that was centrally planned and state-controlled. It was an era of transformation, where the private sector was replaced by state-owned enterprises, where industries were nationalized and agriculture was collectivized. In this new economic landscape, the government had complete control over the country's production and distribution of goods and services. It was a time of great upheaval, but also of hope. China was carving out a new identity, one that was vastly different from the feudal society it once was. But the real game changer would come in the late 70s, with a man named Deng Xiaoping. In 1978, Deng Xiaoping stepped into the political limelight with a radical vision. He had a dream of transforming China from a largely agrarian economy into a global economic powerhouse. And to achieve this, he knew he had to break away from the traditional command economy system that had been in place since Mao Zedong's era. Deng Xiaoping, often referred to as the architect of modern China, introduced a series of economic reforms that would forever change the face of China. His philosophy was simple, yet revolutionary. It doesn't matter whether a cat is black or white as long as it catches mice. In other words, the economic system doesn't matter as long as it brings prosperity. This pragmatic approach led to the introduction of market-based principles, a stark departure from Mao's strict socialist ideology. The first step was the decollectivization of agriculture. Farmers were given the right to keep and sell their surplus produce, incentivizing them to produce more. This led to a significant increase in agricultural output and marked the beginning of China's economic transformation. Then came the establishment of special economic zones, or SEZs, starting with Shenzhen in 1980. These zones offered tax incentives and relaxed regulations to attract foreign investments. The aim was to encourage technological innovation and industrial production, and it worked. These zones rapidly industrialized, attracting global giants like IBM and Coca-Cola, and turning China into the world's factory. Another key reform was the partial privatization of state-owned enterprises. While the state maintained control over key sectors, small and medium enterprises were allowed to operate independently. This led to increased competition, efficiency, and innovation, further fueling China's economic growth. Deng also made efforts to modernize China's financial system, introducing a two-tier banking system and the Shanghai Stock Exchange. These reforms facilitated capital accumulation and investment, crucial for a growing economy. Deng's reforms had set the ball rolling, but the journey to becoming an economic powerhouse had just begun. These changes, though initially met with resistance, laid the foundation for the unprecedented economic growth that China would experience in the following decades. By the 1990s, a new tagline was becoming common on products worldwide: made in China. As the 20th century was drawing to a close, China was rapidly transforming into the world's factory. With its abundant labor resources and strategic economic policies, the country became a manufacturing powerhouse, churning out everything from toys to electronics, from clothing to machinery. This was the Made in China revolution, and it was a monumental game changer in the global economic landscape. What fueled this industrial boom? A combination of factors. First, China's vast population offered a seemingly endless supply of labor. This labor force was not only large, but also cheap, thanks to lower living costs and wage rates compared to the Western world. It meant that companies could produce goods at a fraction of the cost, leading to a surge in manufacturing activity. Second, the Chinese government played a crucial role. They established special economic zones, or SEZs, which offered tax incentives and relaxed regulations to attract foreign investment. These SEZs became hotbeds of industrial activity, drawing in companies from across the globe. Add to this China's strategic location, with its proximity to raw materials and burgeoning consumer markets in Asia, and you have a recipe for manufacturing success. The country was perfectly poised to take advantage of the global shift towards outsourcing production. But it wasn't just about churning out products. China was also investing heavily in infrastructure and education, creating a skilled workforce that could handle increasingly complex manufacturing tasks. The Made in China label was no longer synonymous with cheap, low-quality goods. It started to represent a wide range of products, including high-tech electronics and advanced machinery. This industrial revolution brought with it tremendous economic growth. China's GDP soared, lifting millions out of poverty and transforming the country into an economic superpower. Yet the Made in China revolution was only one piece of the puzzle. While factories buzzed, another revolution was silently taking shape: the infrastructure boom. In the latter part of the 20th century, China embarked on one of the most ambitious infrastructure development programs in human history. The Middle Kingdom's landscape was drastically altered, with cities, roads, and railways sprouting like bamboo after a spring rain. This was not just a physical transformation, it was an economic metamorphosis that would echo across generations. The cities that emerged were not mere urban sprawls. They were meticulously planned and built, designed to cater to the millions who were leaving their rural homes for the promise of a better life in the urban jungle. These cities became hubs of economic activity, attracting both local and international businesses, and their growth fueled the nation's economy. Parallel to this urban expansion, there was an equally impressive growth in transportation infrastructure. Highways snaked their way across the country, connecting the farthest reaches of this vast land. High-speed railways crisscrossed the nation, making it possible to travel from the frigid north to the tropical south in mere hours. This opened up new opportunities for commerce, tourism, and cultural exchange. But it wasn't just roads and railways. Airports, ports, bridges, and tunnels were also built, transforming China into a well-connected modern nation. This infrastructure boom was more than a show of national pride. It was a strategic move that enabled China to establish itself as a global economic powerhouse. This massive infrastructure growth did not just happen. It was driven by a combination of government policies, investment, and a relentless pursuit of progress. The government pumped billions into these projects, creating jobs, stimulating the economy, and laying the groundwork for future growth. Yet, this rapid development was not without its challenges. The pace of construction often outstripped the ability to manage and maintain these new infrastructures. Environmental concerns were frequently sidelined, and the social cost of such rapid urbanization was high. This was the era of the China speed, but the growth was not without its challenges. Rapid growth often comes with its own set of problems. This statement rings particularly true when we examine the challenges and criticisms that China's economic boom has spurred. Among the most pressing issues is the environmental cost. With industrialization on a massive scale, China has become the world's largest emitter of carbon dioxide. Its cities are often shrouded in smog, and water pollution is a serious concern. The Chinese government, recognizing the gravity of the situation, has been investing heavily in renewable energy and pollution control. However, the scale of the problem is immense, and the path to a greener future is steep. Next up is the issue of income inequality. While China's economic policies have lifted hundreds of millions out of poverty, the gap between the rich and the poor has widened significantly. The coastal cities have prospered, but the rural areas lag behind. This disparity has led to social tensions and is a potent challenge for the Chinese government. The property bubble is another criticism often leveled at China's economy. Skyrocketing real estate prices have led to fears of a bubble that could burst, causing a financial crisis. The government has tried to cool the market with various measures, but the risk remains. In addition to these, China has also faced international criticism for its trade practices, including accusations of intellectual property theft and unfair trade advantages. And let's not forget the human rights concerns, which have also drawn global attention. Yet, despite these challenges and criticisms, it's undeniable that China's economy continues to grow at a pace that outstrips most of the world. Each of these issues represents a significant hurdle, but none have managed to halt China's relentless march towards economic dominance. In the face of adversity, China has shown a remarkable ability to adapt and innovate. It's a testament to the resilience and determination of a country that has transformed itself from a poor agrarian society to a global economic powerhouse in just a few decades. These challenges, though significant, have not halted China's relentless march towards economic dominance. Despite challenges, China's economic rise is nothing short of a miracle. Indeed, the story of China's economic transformation is a testament to the power of human ingenuity, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of progress. The first factor contributing to China's success is its unique blend of state control and market freedom. The Chinese government has maintained a firm grip on strategic industries, ensuring stability and control. Yet, it has also allowed for a significant degree of market freedom, particularly in sectors such as technology and manufacturing. This unique blend has given China the best of both worlds: the stability of state control and the innovation and efficiency of market competition. Next, we find a nation that has placed immense focus on education and innovation. China understood early on that in the race for global economic dominance, knowledge is power. The country has invested heavily in education, particularly in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This focus has paid off handsomely, with China now leading the way in various fields of innovation, from 5G technology to artificial intelligence. Finally, China's relentless drive to improve has played a significant role in its economic transformation. This is not just about economic indicators or technological advancements. It's about the tireless efforts of millions of people, from factory workers to entrepreneurs who have strived to make their lives and the lives of those around them better. This relentless drive, this hunger for progress, has been the heartbeat of China's economic miracle. So, what does all this mean? It means that China's economic success is not an accident. It's the result of careful planning, strategic decisions, and a relentless drive to improve. And while the country still faces many challenges, its story so far serves as a powerful reminder of what can be achieved when a nation sets its sights on a goal and pursues it with unwavering determination. Today, China stands as a testament to what a nation can achieve with vision, planning, and relentless effort. As we gaze into the future, one question remains: what lies ahead for China's economy? China's economic journey has been nothing short of a roller coaster ride. From humble beginnings to becoming the world's second largest economy, China has proven its mettle time and again. But what does the future hold for this economic behemoth? There are several possible scenarios. For starters, China could continue on its current path of growth, with its relentless focus on innovation, infrastructure development, and a growing middle class. The dragon could continue to soar, reaching new economic heights. The country's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative, a trillion-dollar infrastructure project spanning across 3 continents, is a testament to its growth aspirations. Alternatively, China could face economic stagnation. The country's rapid growth has come at a cost. Rising debt levels, an aging population, and environmental concerns are some of the challenges that could potentially slow down the country's economic engine. The current trade tensions with the US and other nations could also pose significant hurdles. There's also a third scenario, a mix of both growth and stagnation. China could continue to grow, but at a slower pace. The government's efforts to shift from an export-led growth model to a more sustainable domestic consumption-based model could result in slower but more balanced growth. Yet, despite these potential scenarios, one thing is clear. China's economy is not to be underestimated. The country has shown remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. Whether it's the Asian financial crisis of the late 90s or the global financial crisis of 2008, China has always come out stronger. In the end, the future of China's economy is a complex puzzle with many moving pieces. It's a tale of potential and pitfalls, of ambition and challenges. But one thing is certain, China's economic journey is far from over. It's a story that's still being written, a story that the world continues to watch with bated breath. Only time will tell what the future holds for this economic giant. If you've enjoyed this video about China's economic journey, why not give this video a thumbs up? Your likes are the compass that guides us in creating content that you love. And if you're already a part of our VIP-loving community, thank you. You are the wind beneath our wings. If you're new here and you found value in this video, consider joining the family. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to ensure you never miss out on a new economic tale.